Well, it is a Thursday, and I had to finish my day at the home office because our internet and phones went down in the office in Morristown, New Jersey. So a little bit of an unusual end to the day, but I decided just to go back to the house and finish up the day here. We continue to knock out some casework and perform services for our clients as best as we can, despite our technical difficulties. Hopefully, Comcast will get them resolved before the end of the day. I've been told that by about 8 p.m. tonight, we'll be back online. With that said, coming out with a blog article tomorrow regarding the confusion doctrine in New Jersey. And this isn't something very new. It's been around for probably over 30 years in New Jersey, but it is a defense that we sometimes try to incorporate when we have a DWI charge and a refusal. Now, the confusion doctrine goes back to a New Jersey Supreme Court case, the Levitt case, where it was argued that the defendant was confused by the Miranda warnings and the implied consent warnings that are given after an arrest. Now, Miranda basically says that you have the right to remain silent, that you have a right to an attorney, and then followed by the implied consent, which basically says that you don't have a right to refuse the breathalyzer test. Now, the defendant in the Levitt case argued that that was confusing, but the Supreme Court there did not find the argument persuasive. Now, with that said, however, the court found that the defendant could make that argument to a court, and it could be a viable defense, but the defendant, he or she had the burden of proof in that particular case. So it is a doctrine that we can use. We actually used it yesterday in a case that we had in Burlington County. It was a successful defense, and had our client had we not been able to assert that defense, the license suspension would have been a lot longer. So while it was not a complete acquittal, it substantially reduced the license suspension from a 9-month suspension to a 3-month suspension. And the person also could use the interlock, which he could use anyway, but obviously, it's a reduced cost for the amount of time that you have to have it on, and also it's also less of a license suspension. So it's a very good result. Remember that the confusion doctrine isn't something that you can assert and just put it on the state to establish that it's not a viable defense. It's actually on the defense. But if you have questions, 215-755-9000 in Pennsylvania, 856-793-7429 in New Jersey, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, website gambonelaw.com. As always, a tremendous resource for you and your family. All my books, my blogs, my videos are available in one convenient format. This morning, I was in Cape May County, New Jersey, representing a client. Tomorrow, I'll be in Delaware County, so I'm finishing out the week in Delaware County, and then I'm back to West Point, New York, to pick up my son from ice hockey camp. He's been here the whole week, and my daughter's been away at camp as well. So it's been a quiet week at our house, but a very busy week for our office, both in Pennsylvania and New Jersey. Next week, I will be in the Poconos on Monday, not for vacation, but for work. So starting off the next week with a lot of traveling. Tomorrow is Friday, come out with our e-update tomorrow, which goes out to over 4,000 of our current and former clients in Pennsylvania and New Jersey. I'm going to try to incorporate the article that I'm writing on the confusion doctrine in that e-update. So that'll be available. Also on our e-update, you have links to our videos and our blog and our podcast. Try and come out with a new podcast during the summer. It has been difficult to find a guest. Everyone's away on vacation, but nevertheless, we continue to put out really strong content for our law firm for the benefit of our clients in Pennsylvania and New Jersey. Had a great result yesterday. But once again, if you have questions about anything in Pennsylvania or New Jersey regarding criminal defense, 215-755-9000 in Pennsylvania, 856-793-7429 in New Jersey, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I'm going to make a link in the description of this video to the most recent articles that I've done on the Hunter Biden situation, as well as some of the more relevant cases that have been in the headlines. Remember that our blogs are often picking up on current headlines, and we use those current headlines to explain some legal concepts because we know it's going to benefit our clients and their families. I always say that an educated client is in the best possible position to receive a great result. Once again, if you have questions, give us a call, 215-755-9000 in Pennsylvania, 856-793-7429 in New Jersey, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Have a great Thursday, and I'll talk to you all very soon.